Okay, today we're going to learn the halacha of what's called the faresia, legabe neres Chanukah. We know that we light at home, but you don't need faresia at home, obviously, but in the shul, Marshal will light to do Pirsum Nisa with faresia. So, the last few decades, Chabad has a minhag to go out and light on the streets. So the shaila is like this: could you light in a shul when there's no minyan? Or could you do this lighting on the streets and public lighting Menorah with Zominyan? Lighting, of course, you could do. The Shaila you could do with the brocha. If the whole thing was the takona was for if the whole takona was the faresia, the barabim, so Memela, but you have no minyan. It's not barabim. So you at home everybody make its own brocha anyway. So the Shaila would be if you could make. If you could make bracha without minyan, again in a shul, especially it's very practical in the shuls on Friday. Friday before Shabbos, people light in a shul the menorah. A lot of times there's no minyan. You don't want to wait for a minyan. It might be Chilul Shabbos if you're going to wait for a minyan. So what could you say the bracha then when you light the menorah without the minyan or not? So here is first of all. What's the inyan of doing the Chanukah Menorah on the public places? The whole thing in the shul is a minhag. It's not brought in Chazal to light in the shul. Everybody in the Ishu Beisoy. So here is the Beis Yosef in Tofresh Ayin Aleph. He brings few reasons why we do in the shul. The Tur says like this: "V'sakneses manichol ledorim zecher lemenorah shoyso bedorim." Then says the Beis Yosef on it. He says, "Nira shetiknu ken b'nei ha'orchim shelam ba'is lahadik boy." It's like by the kiddush. So according to this, in the shul, the whole takona was like same thing. The people, the guests used to stay in shul in time of Chazal, and they used to make kiddush for them Friday night for the orchim. Something over here, you do. The people come to shul. They don't have everybody his own menorah, his own candles, his own oil. So they did in the shul a public lighting for all the guests. So according to this, that's not shayach. If that's the reason, that's not shaykh to do public lighting in the streets. They're not orchim of them. Okay. Tam acher, the second reason the Beis Yosef brings that to make a Pirsum Nisa, b'fnei kol ha'om, u'l'sadar ha'brochos them, sheyesh b'pirsum godol Hashem yisborach, v'kiddush shmoy. That's a kiddush Hashem, shmovorkas of makelis. Then he brings from the Rivash, it says, "Amina gazela b'sagminag masikenu mishum Pirsum Nisa." So again, according to Kolboy, at mitzad orchim. According to the Rivash, at mitzad Pirsum Nisa. Yeah. Now, so according to this, if probably we take also the second reason as why we're doing in a shul, because Pirsum Nisa. So the shaykh also to do it to go make public menorahs on the street. So now the shaila remains: if this is the reason, Mishum Pirsum Nisa, do you need to have 10 people, or you could do Pirsum Nisa even for less? And the loshon the Mechaber brought from the Rivash, he says, "V'yesh b'zeh mishum kiddush shmoy." Now the definition of kiddush Hashem, the Gemara in Sanhedrin, Daf Ayin Daled on Beis, the Gemara says like this. Here. What is the Kiddush Hashem? The Gemara says, "Kama faresia." How much is faresia? Amar Rav Yaakov Rav Yochanan and faresia pchuso me'asoro b'nei Odom. The Gemara then adds pshita Yisraelim be'inan. So there's another question on this. Okay, now we know the Gemara says faresia is asoro b'nei Odom. Could be there's a second child over here now. Could be asoro among them some goyim or noshim, or you need asoro people after bar mitzvah. So it says. The Gemara says, "Pshita de be'inan Yisrael." The chsiv nikdashti b'soich b'nei Yisrael. So the mashma, according to this, the faresia have to be Yisrael, and have to be not noshim. According to this, only b'toich b'nei like a shul. The minyan is asora. So if you don't have asora l'chora, and the whole thing is mishum pertzin nisa v'rabim, l'chora is not shayach sitting in a shul to make a brocha. So according to this, again, the most practical shayla comes on Friday night when they light the Chanukah menorah in shul, but sometimes there's no minyan yet. Should you say bracha on this or not? If there's a minyan, you could say bracha. There's barabim faresia. If not, the don't say bracha on it. Okay. So the Lamaisa, the Gabe lighting in a shul with the bracha or without the bracha, there's a big machlokas between the Kaf HaChaim and the Mishnah Berurah. Many is citing like the Kaf HaChaim mostly he brings quotes and sending Mishnah Berurah. The quotes usually the poskim before them. So it's like this. The Gabe says like this. In Tofresh Ayin Aleph. It says, it says, אין לוחוש למה שקוסו בספר תניא שיש נימם להדיק ובסכנת זה שלא לברך עליה. In Sefer Tanya, that was not the Balatanya. The Sefer that was he lived before the Balatanya. That Sefer and Halacha. So he writes over there. Don't worry about what some people say. Don't light in the shul and don't make bracha because you do bracha at home. Ukama rabbonim shlichat tzibur yimadim mevorchim beis hakneset v'hagam mevorchim kol habrachim nagim beveisam. He says, don't worry about it. He says. So again, Sefer Tanya write, just to be clear, shesh nimnoim. Some people are concerned and afraid to make a bracha in the shul in public because they're going to make bracha at home. But then he brings bunch of poskim that don't worry about it. You could do it because that's one is for bnei beisam, then ishu beis. One is for the public. Then it's like this. En madlikim b'vrocha im en sham asara. That's the Kavachayim Paskins. If there's no 10 people in a shul, you cannot make bracha in a shul. He says, and he brings among many poskim, he brings the sharet tshuva. Okay, so according to this, comes out if Friday night when you don't have a minyan yet and you want to light the menorah on time, not to cause any chilul Shabbos, you're not gonna say a bracha because there's no pirsum anisa. The whole lighting is pirsum anisa. Everybody lighting is on menorah at home. There's no rabbim of it. It's not paresia, so you don't make a bracha. Then you read the Mishnah Berurah. The Mishnah Berurah says you could do adloka b'bracha. Even there's no minyan over there. He says. Then he says he rejects this opinion. The reason for it is very consistent. The Kafachayim says, and listen from the Kamal and Sovek Brochas Lahakel is very big and Sovek Lahakel. But people can get haroy. Even somebody saying not to make a bracha, which is again he brought many poskim saying not to make a tshuva. Then the Mele says we're not going to. Come to like Lahakel. Go to Mishnah Berurah. Erev Shabbos, you could light the menorah in shul. Even there's no minyan say bracha, and according to Kavacham, you don't say. L'choira looks like in a service. According to this, would be also if you do public menorah. Even there is no minyan of man. L'choira, according to Mishnah Berurah, you could make your bracha over there without. Yeah. So the Ma'aseh is not like this. No, for sure you need a minyan when you make a bracha on the Meres Beis HaKnesses or public menorah. Because the whole thing is Pirsum Anisa and Faresia Pochas Me'asora. But the Mishnah Berurah is saying over here, he's saying, here's what the Losh of the Mishnah Berurah in Biur Halacha. Elavadai, the Etzam HaAdlok is Tzuvcham HaKlal Yisrael Unikra Pirsum Anes. ונהי הדלוק הזה של בית הכנסת, אין מצד תקון הסחום, רק הנוגה שניגו כל ישראל, כדי לפרסם הנס ברבים, הרי ידי זה יפרסם הנס כשיבוא אחר כך כל בית הכנסת. The header of the Halacha is not that if there's a shul, some shul, Marshall, they have a hard time getting a minyan at night, they would not have a minyan, let's say. It says, no, even according to Mishnah Berurah, you can't make a bracha then. So why you make a bracha without the minyan? Because you're doing the bracha now, but they're going to enjoy the candles, the rabbim, the Pesum Nisa, when they come to shul. But if they don't come to shul, let's say some minyan like that, the struggle at night, they're only going to have a minyan in the morning, so they cannot make a bracha, l'kula alma, because there's no, the whole heter of making for in the shul today, we don't have orchim usually staying in the shul or relying on the hadlok of the shul. That means that faresia, pirsum anes. There's no pirsum anes over here. Okay. Now Lamai said, so it's like this. So clear. If a minyan will come, you could make a bracha according to Mishnah Berurah. Don't do the bracha until you have a minyan. So for Friday night, if the minyan is going to come later, you want to light on time. According to Kafachayim, you're going to light without the bracha. You're going to with a bracha. Okay, that's cool. The shaila now, could you mitzaref a woman to make this faresia? The argument would be no. Touch b'nei Yisrael, they're not part of the minyan. You cannot. But then there's another argument you could argue over here that. If the women were part of the nes, you could maybe matzarev them. And the Emes says this is big machlokes rishonim. In Hilchas Purim, the Tur brings like this. He said here, b'noshim nami chayot b'kri also by the mikra megillah a woman mechuyav yel. Upirish Rashi shemotzias la'anoshim edechavason. According to Rashi, a woman could write mikra megillah a public. Well, you could argue maybe not public, maybe just the husband. According to Rashi, the Mutzias, if the Mechuyev, the same Chiyuv they have, they could Moitzi Anoshim. Ubahak Kosav, the Baalach is always right. Av agav shechayov as a mikro megillah, and non Mutzias la'anoshim. According to Rashi, again, Rashi, if a woman Mechuyev mikro megillah, she would Moitzi the man. According to the Bahag, no, she Mechuyev, but Moitzi the man not. Ubala Dibra Zal Kosav, Mistabra, Kehechi, the Noshim is Zamnes la'atzman. When the Mitzabra is Zimun, by Zimun, they could make their own Zimun, the woman. I didn't see anybody doing it. Theoretically, the women could get together, whether it's by Srivka, by Yaakov, and all the base Soros, and all the base, they have their own lunch, they could make a zimun, theoretically. They don't do it, Lamaisa, but they could. He says, Ubala Dibra Zal Kosav, Misaki, the Noshim is Zamnes la'atzman. When himself will become Zimun, but they can't become part of the Zimun of the man. Ochanami enan mitzarfos la'asora lechatchila. The guy by Mikra Megillah, he said, not only he's masking to the bahag, but they cannot be moitzi anoshim, they even cannot be tziruf la'asora lechatchila. But the lashon is soft lechatchila. Mashma b'shas atchak l'choyre, you could mitzaref l'choyre the woman to the minyan. L'choyre, that's what that looks like. So it would be something by l'choyre, something would be by neiros, yeah, according to Rashi. If the mechuyev, the boy boys and less, they could definitely mitzarev them. And according to many Rishonim, according to Bahag and the Bala Dibros lechoyre, you cannot mitzarev them. However, Bes Yosef giving us another address over here. It says go to the Rabbeinu Nissim in Maseches Megillah, and the Rabbeinu Nissim write like this. It's a very strong raya to like Rashi. It says like this. What the Mishnah says in Maseches Megillah, Hakol Kshem Mikras Megillah, Kurt Mechera Sheda V'Kotam. So he brings from the beginning of Maseches Erchin. It says over there, the Gemara says, "Hakol lesuya noshim." Woman also chayom mikra megillah. Umashma shemutzias esarabim midachavosam. So the woman, according to the Ran, they could be moitzi the rabbim by mikra megillah, the man. U'Rabbi Sheba lo yadam noshim chayom mikra megillah. Oh, v'yesh omrim. That was the shita of the Bahag. Sha'aval bishem mutzias en mitzarves l'minyan asaram. The man or the Bala Dibas, the man the matzrich asaram mikra megillah. Yeah. Yes, according to this, he concluded that the Hosam who she'enon mutzias anoshim v'virchoson aval kan he'ach evshe shemutzias anoshim yidei kriya of en mitzarves imoim l'minyan. So he argues that if there could be moitzi anoshim by Mikra Megillah, like according to Rashi, how come you cannot make them part of the minyan? So according to this, if you Mikra Megillah, you could read by yourself too. It's more hidur to make it barabim. So according to him, you could mitzaref a woman to the minyan of Mikra Megillah. Elavadai mitzarfos. That's the lashon of the Ran. The chitema ba'amai lo chishach lepritzusa. When we said by Zimon that they don't make part of the Zimon, it's pritzes, it's not sneers. He says ki echid rechin hosam. Efshar lema the shana hochedai. That's siruf and shinui b'madbea brocha. Aval Zimon da shemadbea birkas hamazon. By birkas hamazon, when you have 10, you're going to sell lokeino. So if who makes the 10 is the woman, it's shinu b'matbea brocha. Lokeino, you're going to say it's not sneers. You mitzaref her with Zimon. He says by Mikra Megillah, if I mitzaref her to 10, I didn't change anything. I'm reading the same Megillah. I'm saying the same brochas. I didn't shana anything. Should just make a minyan. So it says you're allowed to do it. It's not nikarovis. According to this, going back, by doing a persuma nisa with the if you need to take a look like kula alma, only you can make brocha in a shul, a public menorah, only when you have 10. That's the whole idea of persuma nisa befaresia, yeah. Like the lashon of the Bes Yosef brought from the Rivash. Yesh b'm shum kiddush shem shamayim. Kiddush shem shamayim barabim. It's asora. According to this, it doesn't change anything. You said the same bracha. L'choira. According to this, you would be mitzaref a woman also. If you have 10 in the shul with a woman, l'choira for the inyan of to say public lighting, l'choira could mitzaref a woman. According to the Ran. According to many others. No, so l'maisa l'chatchila better to have. It's such either in a shul or in a public lighting, you should have 10 men. If you don't have 10 men, the choyre mashma from the Ran, since that doesn't change anything over here, l'gabay the nusach habrocha or anything else, you could mitzaref l'gabay hadlok. Again, doesn't change anything. You said the same brochas, you could even mitzaref a woman to the minyan.